Look, you'd be watching closely, of course, as the Quad, on the eve of the Quad. What I'm interested in is a breaking story today about this expanded trade collaboration that had originally been the Pan-Pacific Partnership, now the Comprehensive Progressive Partnership, so-called. Andrew, what are you anticipating there in terms of the other members supporting Australia? We've resisted Chinese coercion, which has been very specifically targeted at our agricultural sector in particular. What's your feeling about whether other powers will back us in wanting to take Taiwan's side in that, and does it risk escalating tensions even further with China? I know that's a mouthful. Take your time to work through the angles on that.
Look, I think we will see a great amount of support for Australia in the what was going to be the Trans-Pacific Partnership. You know, there are a lot of like-minded countries in the Indo-Pacific who share Australia's values for wanting peace and stability in the region, and that's effectively why we've entered into this new trilateral arrangement with the UK and the US. It's why we're continuing our discussions at a leadership level starting tomorrow with the Quad. I think that most countries in the Indo-Pacific, in fact, I'm sure that all countries in the Indo-Pacific want to see continued peace and security. Look, you know, a lot of the discussion that's been going on, if I can, Catherine, talk a little bit going back to the submarines.
Please. Yes.
You know, I was really quite disturbed to hear some of the comments about the submarines that have been made by the previous Labor Prime Ministers Keating and Rudd. You know, but I did take great comfort from the fact that Kevin Rudd came out and lambasted it, because I think if Kevin Rudd is against it, it's got to be a good idea to start with. I think what the Labor Party is pretty much all at sea on this issue, if you pardon the pun. I think I'm concerned that the Labor Party, whilst on the one hand they're talking about backing the arrangement, they send ex-Prime Minister Keating and ex-Prime Minister Rudd out there to go and poo-poo it. I think that's a real shame. I think that the AUKUS announcement that was made last week on the 16th of September will go down as one of the great days, a pivotal moment in Australian foreign policy. We need to strengthen those relationships with our traditional friends, and we need to build new relationships and develop relationships with existing ones. I've got no doubt that our friends in the Indo-Pacific will welcome AUKUS, that they will at the very least privately welcome the fact that we are now going to be building nuclear-powered submarines. I think that there may be a little bit of gamesmanship going on with some, perhaps wanting to keep face with China and at a public level. But I think privately we'll be very, very pleased to see this increased capability that Australia will now have.